Romanians. That's how it could break down.
I think the sad thing, Simon, about this whole championships on the women's side is that Mustafina, world-class gymnast, it might have been Mustafina's European Championships, and sadly it'll be remembered as Mustafina's Championships for the very wrong reasons. You know, she was heading the bars, beam, floor, almost. It's very sad for her.
So Belokobylskaya will start things off for Russia. This is to set the standard.
Excellent difficulty to start. 1.5 twisting backward somersault to round off the triple twist. Now you'll notice that some of the tumbles the girls do leaps from. That gives them bonus. Slight loss of control there at the end. High leg double spin. Yet another spin with the leg horizontal, so like the beam, the girls have to perform 5 acrobatic elements, or count at least 5, or the most 5 acrobatic elements, with 3 dance elements, or artistic elements. Up for a last tumble.
Yeah, well, she sticks that one. First 2 tumbles, not quite as well finished, but that's a nice memory to leave with the judges. A perky routine, but again, John, if you're looking at medals, that's it's set a standard. It's certainly left the door open.
Well, the hard thing for the young gymnasts, and of course all of them have to be at least 16 as seniors in the year of the competition, so they may well be 15. The hard thing is that they're not quite mature enough yet to have the power of the older girls, and so the elevation and impressiveness of their tumbles is not quite as inspirational for me. But nevertheless, this was very accurate performance. The first 1.5 to triple twist, the feet all the way around, and as we mentioned on Friday, the judges insist on these feet being all the way around in order to have the skill, and a relatively simple but upright landing of a double back somersault to end a competent performance.
Yeah, so we compare the strength of tumbling to the likes of Tweddle. You'll see a difference between the more senior gymnasts. And happy enough with that mark by the looks of it. 14.5, 4.50 for Belokobylskaya, and Russia with a solid start to this floor final. Now the challenge of Julie Croket has been excellent to make these finals. As you said, John qualified well for the all-round, but didn't quite deliver there. And here's a chance, her last chance to medal. And on balance, probably deserves one. That's a lovely start.
What a start. I mean, you could almost argue that that was full twisting double back straight. Judges won't give it, but excellent.
This change of tempo to the routine.
Super high leaps. This is a really good performance. She may not have the difficulty yet for world-class performance, but in terms of quality, my goodness me, 2.5 twists were beautifully aligned, straight front somersault with full twist. fabulous.
Wonderful stuff. Really wonderful stuff from the young Belgian, and the fans here in Berlin loving every minute of that routine. The technical level, the acrobatic elements to that, just wonderful to watch. But the smile, the choreography, turning that into a complete routine, very, very watchable indeed. Again, it may be the technical difficulty that lets her down overall, but as a performance level, John, that was wonderful to watch.
It was. Great prospect for the future. I mean, superb here. Beautiful, straight, and then, okay, pike back somersault, I concede. But her leaps are high, her legs are beautifully straight, extended through a dynamic split. It's just a superb performance.
Oh, incredible. There will be a few very happy photographers, I think, around the floor here. They will have got some super shots from that routine. Julie Croket can be delighted with this, and a nice little flourish at the end. The routine not quite over in standard fashion. Now, what do the judges think? Well, only good enough to put her into second. A few little catcalls from the crowd. 14.275. But this floor final off to a super start. Welcome back to Berlin and to this women's floor final, the penultimate final of our last day of coverage from this European Championships.
Now, Sandra Izbasa, Olympic medal, gold on this particular event, was due to retire after Beijing, decided to come back, snapped her Achilles, and here we go.
Yes, almost the second phase to her career, has become the queen of the floor routine within Europe. Big start.
And a big jump back. In theory, that should lose 3/10. But that's exceptional. The advantage of doing triple twist with a leap out is you don't have to control the landing from the triple twist. A little too long there. That's good, but that was not a leap. That was a jump back for me. Bent legs, a little bit of loss of control at the end, but that was a superb performance.
Well, Izbasa backing that routine with technical difficulty, and John, because of the results that she's had in the past, she does come onto the floor with a tremendous amount of confidence, of control. She's suggesting to the judges and the rest of the competitors she is the boss, but I don't know, I'm not always convinced by Izbasa's routines.
Well, I know exactly what you mean, because I feel that way too. I sometimes wonder how she manages to collect the gold medals that she has collected in her time. You know, is that the best floor routine in the world of 2009 at the Olympics? I didn't think so then. I'm not sure now. I have a huge amount of respect for her return into the sport that she is now obviously doing because she loves. But that, is it bent legs? It's meant to be with straight legs to get the bonus. If the legs bend, are they bent legs or are they tucked? Which means the bonus is less. There was definitely a lack of control. Was it as precise as Julie Crockett's? In my opinion, it was not as precise as Julie Crockett's. Now let's look at the technical execution that the judges have awarded.
A certain amount of reputation here for Izbasa to be working with. Now, is she going to live on that? at these European Championships, making a dramatic return as Tweddle has to just wait before she goes on. Very high degree of difficulty with the Tweddle tumbles, as we well know. They are truly world class. She's set an incredible standard in that element, so something to look forward to with her routine, but this isn't doing her a lot of favours as she waits.
And I suspect the judges are discussing my point earlier. You know, do they give the benefit of the doubt to an experienced performer? I suspect they will, and that's what they're discussing and arguing about. I suspect Sandra will get the benefit of the doubt, and I don't feel she should.
She has 14.500. They've been very careful about that mark because it is beatable. But Izbasa moves into gold medal position, and the queen of European floor work at the moment is in top spot. Can Beth Tweddle dislodge her? And John, fabulous opening to this routine and some fabulous tumbling to come.
Yep. She is European champion. One and a half twist, and this is, she's had problems with this skill. And there it is again. She stepped out on that particular skill in the qualification and didn't score very well, but just made floor final. Now this major tumble. Again, large step forward, but as I say, she is nursing an injury. She's not fully fit. She will not retain her European title on floor. But I do prefer this routine to her last routine. I think it suits her far better. Quite sure about that bit. It looked as though she's pausing for this, which is for her a major 2.5 twist, 1 full twisting front somersault. Well executed. Well done, Beth.
Brave performance from Great Britain's Beth Tweddle. And clearly that injury causing her a few concerns during the course of that routine. She had to just get through elements of it, and that detracted from the overall performance. I think there's a lot more to come from Beth Tweddle.
Well, when she injured her ankle at the Junior British Championships in 1999 at Guildford during the National Championships. It was such a bad injury to her foot that it was highly unlikely that she would ever compete again. You'll notice every single tumble that she does lands in a forward direction. Anything that lands backwards causes her huge pain. So it's a very, very clever routine construction, but with a niggly injury that will affect her takeoff, her landings, and she'll always be that little bit nervous. And in training, she won't have trained as hard or as well, and therefore she's not going to perform quite as well. But hopefully the physios will be at her, and we'll get her fit for the Worlds in Japan.
Belokobylskaya looking on along with Dementyeva, and it's third position at the moment, 14.300 for Britain's Beth Tweddle.
But encouraging, the highest difficulty of all the performers so far, so that's a big positive that she can take out from it. And had it not been for those 2 major steps costing her well over 6/10, she could have been up there easily in gold medal position.
Diana Maria Chelaru of Romania. Izbasa sitting in top spot for Romania. The chance for a medal with this young lady. Oh, a powerful start.
Well landed. Had a much more small elf-like gymnast, but that's a loss of control. That was nice. combination of leaps, beautiful split extension. Romania have a fantastic history on floor.
Oh my goodness.
Now, in theory, that should receive a bonus, but in practice, that should be heavily deducted.
Was it cleverly chosen to get the crowd on side?
Bubbly, bouncy. And here we go, the dismount.
Well, there we go. That's a super finish to a very sparkly routine. Plenty of life, plenty of energy about that. John, with the different seniority of the athletes, we're going back again to a younger gymnast. I sometimes worry that you can't see a tremendous amount of change in the routine from one element to the next, but it really was high-powered.
I don't feel that that routine had the control of Julie Croket. No, there's an absolute loss of balance. There's no ifs or buts. You know, the amplitude out of the double back somersault and into the stag leap, you can't criticise and you have to compliment. But there, that's just woohoo. I'm way out of control here.
Went off like a firecracker almost.
So admiration on one part. But this dismount finished well, shoulders pretty well above the hips, so that was fine. So that set a good impression. But overall, although she has a higher difficulty, I don't feel that the quality of the performance was better than Julie Croket.
Well, Belokobylskaya 14.450. Beth Tweddle 14.300. Those are the two marks that Chelaru will be aiming at. I think that she's going to be placed higher than her senior colleague Izbasa. We'll see. Judges have kept us on our toes so far this afternoon. Looks like Romania will be smiling. What colour medal is it going to be if she can get past those two marks that I mentioned?
Well, I don't think she should get a medal on that lack of control.
Well, she's going to get one, and she's going to get one convincingly. Silver medal at the moment for Chelaru, 14.475, only just marginally below the mark of Izbasa. That means that Belokobylskaya moves into bronze medal position. Beth Tweddle is bumped off of the podium for the moment, as Carlotta Ferlito of Italy looks to take another medal in this afternoon's apparatus finals.
She's done very well in this championships. Triple twist, but loss of control on the landing. Quite a heavy jump backwards. Well, not the highest double tuck, rotated very well, travelled a good distance. This is the bit that gets the spectators going. Well performed, but a relatively simple double twist. That was well performed. Double twist in needle spin.
Well, there we go. Italy's new heroine at the moment from these championships. And John, it is incredibly difficult not to make comparisons with other athletes from similar countries, but for me that just isn't Vanessa Ferrari out there.
No, There's not, that floor routine didn't really do anything for me. The tumbles weren't massively high. It was dynamic to a point without being super high tumbles, super high leaps. It was accurate-ish, but I can't see how that qualifies to a floor final. Untidy, out of control, and no real difficulty.
Well, plenty of ifs and buts in there for the judges to be concerned with, but surely won't pressure the medal positions. Carlotta Ferlito, I think, will be taking another medal home from this afternoon's finals work. And there we go. 14.050 leaves her in 6th position at the moment. So then confirmation. Sorry, John, I was to say confirmation that Izbasa has taken that gold medal. Chelaru for Romania takes silver, so 1 and 2 for Romania. That'll be a big shot in the arm for them. And Belokobylskaya gets into 3rd position. Dementyeva not able to get in amongst the medals, and neither is Great Britain's Elisabeth Tweddle. Julie Croket will feel just a little aggrieved down there.